time to dish with Dee. That's me. She's back to work. Oh, you know, well, today is a little bit stressful because I'm getting in early. And getting up early for me is difficult. I'm a sleeper. Yeah. Night owl and a sleeper. So you can see all the snow. You can see the snow in the background. Oh, yeah, I'm going a little early. I have a surprise. You can see it over here for my great partner. She's coming back from her 8-week cancer surgery. She had a double mastectomy. This was her first day back, so I wanted to make it special. And the kids and I put together a charcuterie basket. Not board because I don't have a board. It's a basket. She loves charcuterie, so I thought that would be fun. She, you know, cheeses and fruit and nuts and meats and crackers, and I threw in a bottle of her favorite wine, figuring she'd go home and that's what she loves to eat. So she'd go home and have at it. Of course, we had 2 remote days. Didn't plan on that one, but it is what it is. So you don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about WW content. That's why you're here, and that is what I provide. Like my new glasses, by the way. Aren't they cool? Yeah, a little something. Now you'll hear more about that a little bit later. But I was home for the last 3 days. How was I on plan? It wasn't too bad. I mean, really, being home, I wasn't too bad at all. Honestly, I have to say. And what sometimes makes it easier is if you have direction and something to do. I got a little mini bunt maker, as I call it, last week and a half ago. And I've been obsessed with it. So I was playing around with that. I was creating granola, which I bought these cereal, which is funny because somebody asked me, I keep saying Whole Foods. I got them at Sprouts. I don't know why I kept saying Whole Foods. Though I do think Whole Foods probably has them, or at least some sort of variation of that. And I've had them probably, I would say since October, where I gone originally. And I got them within making this granola in mind. And I just kind of, put it in the pantry downstairs, and I don't want to say the word forgot about it, but just didn't really want to take the time to delve into making it. So I had the opportunity on Monday because I was home. So I did make the granola, and it was like I said, is it as good as regular granola? Oh, hell no. But is it good enough? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's not, oh my God, I don't want to have a regular granola anymore. But I expect that. There's nothing that we come up that's low point, low calorie, that is as good as the original. Is it good enough? Yes. I try. That makes me ecstatic that it's good enough. Even if it was halfway good, I'd be ecstatic. But yeah, and you can change it. Like I said, you can put different flavorings in there and spices, and and watch in your oven that it doesn't burn, because you want it to get crispy, but you don't want it to get burnt. But you definitely want it to get crispy. So I had that on my override oats this morning, and I couldn't even finish it because I think I was just, I don't want to use the word nervous, anxious is what the word. I want to get this day started. I want to get this little surprise in there. I want to get there before the kids, and the likelihood of that right now is impossible because, yeah, there'll probably be, some of them will be in there before me. We decorated the room, we put streamers, we made it make, you try to make it inviting and fun, and, that's what, and that's what it is in your journey. You have to make things inviting and fun. It's just how we have to live. I was talking the other day about getting fun glasses to put your beverage in. Getting a fun, different, if you're one who wants to drink more water, get one of those funky water bottles that just make things a little bit more interesting. Sometimes when they're interesting, you tend to gravitate towards it for at least the time being. Eventually, as everything else, things become old hat. And they don't become fun and interesting anymore. But you can change it up again. Yeah, so I'm in the market for a fun glass. That's my next thing, to put my tea in. Like a ice glass. I have tons of mugs. I love my mugs. So I drink my iced tea out of a mug, actually, if you ever watch me. I do. those really big ones, they're huge. So it's great for a nice cup of iced tea. I didn't bring a snack or anything today. I only work 4 hours, so it's not like I need one, but it's always good to have a backup. I'll also throw some milk bars in her container. I really have had no time to think. What about threw the pepperoni in? I think I did. And we'll see, won't we? I remember. I had it on the side of this other bag, and I don't know if I think I put it in though, because I was afraid somebody in the house would eat it. Can't imagine that. Somebody in my house stealing some pepperoni. But yeah, I think we're gonna go a long way today. I'm taking a different direction. Did everybody notice I'm turning in a different spot? Because a lot of you always know how I go to work. You're like, how you make the turns? I know when you're going to turn. But that was different. I'm going. I call this the long way. It's just the more. I don't know how the back roads are going to be where I'm going, so I'm going to go the direct main roads. So just keep the ice, at bay. If there is any. I mean, there might not be. I mean, I'm hoping there's a lot of melting. But yeah, so fooling around, I like find something that you really are craving. It's obviously not going to fit in your points budget, but see what you can do to make it fit in your points budget. Like, what can I do to this that's going to give me a lower point value and still be delicious? I mean, sometimes it takes a couple tries. I mean, sometimes I've made several things the first time. When I was trying to make my cheesecake in a mug. Yeah. How many tries that took me? Oh my God. But the funny thing about that is, and I'll tell you a funny story, when I was making my cheesecake in a mug, the one try that I did come out like a cheesecake, but it came out like a, I think they called it a souffle in a mug. Something like that. So it worked into something totally different. So you just never know. And flan, it was the banana flan. That's what it was. It tastes like a flan. I remember going, this tastes like a cheesecake, it tastes like a flan. So I kept it and just changed the name. And there was something else. I was trying to create my cinnamon roll in a mug, because I like one and done recipes, because and here I am telling you, you're watching my channel and I have a hard time with portion control. I do, and I freely admit that. When things are around, they tend to be eaten, and that's never a good thing. So, there's always those, trays of cinnamon rolls. Well, I can't have a tray of cinnamon rolls. It doesn't work in my world. I would eat more than one. It's hard. So I knew I needed to create something that I could make one and done. So in the midst, now I never want to record this one back, because I grinded oats into oat flour to lighten up the points, because I think oat flour is less points than regular flour, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to use oat flour and make this cinnamon roll. And what I did was I layered. It just didn't come out as a cinnamon roll, but it did come out like a biscuit, like a breakfast biscuit. So I never went. I had to think about it. I don't remember what I did, because I didn't write it down. And I, of course, deleted the footage. But I need to work on that again, because it was like a breakfast biscuit roll. It was sweet. It had cinnamon and sugar, monk fruit, and it was really, really good. So I need to go back and revisit that and upload it, because who doesn't like a breakfast biscuit? I know I do. So I'm gonna maybe work on that this week, because I love a mug. And speaking of Lecanto, I had a launch last night of a few new products, and they sent emails out to, I guess, anybody that wanted to go, and I of course went, because I love Lecanto. And oh my God, they have some really cool things. They have this cinnamon syrup that was super low in points, so I ordered. And if you got picked to go on the live, which I think they only picked 1,000 people, or if you got the first 1,000 people so I was one of them, and didn't win any prizes, but I did win 20%. We all won 20% off all the new products. So I ordered, they have a cookie mix that I ordered, a chocolate chip cookie mix, so that seemed fun. Did I order the muffins? I don't remember. I ordered the peanut butter cups. They were sun butter cups. Now, they were 3 points each. I don't know how great that is. That's not, I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think it's like earth shattering. But it's like the size of a Reese's peanut butter cup. They had peanut butter and they had sun butter. And I had tried the ones from Trader Joe's, the sun butter, and I really liked them. So, and they were cheaper than Trader Joe's. So I ordered a package of the sun butter cups. The cinnamon syrup sounded, I think I ordered it, but it sounded so interesting because I love cinnamon and I love maple syrup. So I believe it was 2 tablespoons for 0 points. So I was super happy to see that. So I grabbed that. And the cookie mix. I don't think I was going to get the muffins, but they weren't all the greatest in points. But they did, when they made it, it said coconut oil. I'm thinking, I don't want to put coconut oil, that's going to add points. But I think I could probably sub out applesauce. I don't believe I got it though. I got 4, what else did I get? There was one more thing I got that wasn't on, that was not part of the thing. It was one of their regular products. Gosh, for life, I can't remember what the matcha. The reviews are really good on their matcha tea, so if you don't know me that well, I love me some matcha. So I did get a package of the matcha. I think I got 2 cookies. I got the chocolate chip, I think I got the double chocolate. I got 2 packages of cookies. It's mixed, you make your own. So I'm super happy to try that. A lot of it's very, if you're gluten-free and keto, and a lot of their products are geared for that. They did have chocolate-covered almonds. I didn't get those because I can get the sugar-free ones at Nut Stop that are phenomenal. So I'm totally happy with his. I don't need to broaden anything and get those. So yeah, I'm going to work on the biscuits sometime this week. Oh, and Super Bowl Sunday. What are your plans? Scour the interweb for some low point dips. You just have to. I have a huge I have a few interesting things on my recipe. I have a 0 point ranch, and 0 points for the most part, because really, as much as you're going to eat, you're not going to eat the whole. I think the whole recipe is 3 or 4 points, and you're not going to eat all that. I suggest that. I'm going to post it in my Facebook group. If I remember to link it here, because I know I don't watch this back, and I don't remember what I say. I have it's not my recipe, it was something I did on a Super Bowl collab, I believe, and it was white bean, spinach, and artichoke dip. So you got white beans and you pureed them and you mix them with spinach and artichoke and made like a dip. And as you know, all that stuff is 0 points, so it was very low. There's cheese in there. I mean, it's at 0 points, but it's very low point. For all that creaminess, the beans just, it's kind of like a warm bean dip with spinach and artichokes. I may make that this week because that was really good. Again, sometimes it's not even the dips that are killers, it's the dippers that are killers. Like, what do we dip in that? I try to dip lavash chips if I want a chip, or veggies. I know it sounds disgusting, but sometimes you have to cut your points somewhere. Shopping's pretty crowded. So I'm on the main drag. You're probably not used to seeing all these stores because they're not usually in my background. But yes, you got to find. I haven't made it yet. I'm going to make it probably on Friday, if not Saturday. I got to decide when I find the time. A strawberry shortcake dessert hummus. I've never made it before. I've never even heard of it before. I was thinking in bed the other day. I need another dessert hummus. I haven't had dessert hummus in quite a while. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking of all the things that I've made. And I was thinking of German chocolate cake, but I'm not a really huge fan of coconut. I don't dislike it, but to me, when you think of German chocolate cake, you think of coconut. That's just part of German chocolate cake. So I thought, maybe next time. And I thought, strawberry shortcake. I do love good strawberry shortcake. So that's what I'm going to work on. I got some strawberries at the store. I was thinking of putting the chia seed jam on top, the strawberry chia seed jam, and I thought, maybe I'll just do the fresh strawberries. I mean, the 0 points, it's not going to add any points, but I'm just going to keep it just with some chopped strawberries. Maybe. I know that there is such thing as strawberry extract. I don't know if I should try this. I'm not going out to sort of find that, but a little chocolate, it could be like chocolate covered strawberry hummus. Like if this drizzle chocolate. I could go from strawberry shortcake to chocolate covered strawberry hummus. That even sounds amazing, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. Do you see how good that sounds? And it's going to be point friendly. So You have to think outside the box when it comes to food. You do. And I say this all the time. I always feel like I repeat myself, but I think these are such important tips. We have to create our own destiny. We have to make the things we love point friendly. And you can. It takes a lot. A lot. I'm going to say a lot. I'm not going to sit there and tell you it doesn't take any. It takes a lot of work. I mean, I put thought into these recipes and things that I create. I mean, you just have to sit there and, like, when I was at the store and I saw those weird cereals, I thought, ooh, those cereals are really weird. What can I do with those? Like, they're very low in point. And then I thought granola, or even a granola bar. Like, you have to sit there and look at something and think of how you could whip that into something that's decadent, divine, and delicious. The 3 Ds. Decadent, divine, and delicious. That's like my mantra. That should be, I'm going to make like a thing. Maybe that'll be on my thumbnail. Decadent, divine, and delicious. The triple D. You have to. We have to make our life palatable, or we'll never, ever succeed. And all we want is to succeed. All right, I better hang up because I'm at the school and it's crowded.